Hey darling, Danetha here. I am a financial psychologist, money mystic, as well as the creator of Money Mimosas. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the impacts of borderline personality disorder on your financial life. Borderline personality disorder is defined as a mental disorder characterized by unstable moods, behavior, and relationships. The cause for BPD is not well understood. The treatment for BPD is usually therapy. The symptoms from BPD include emotional instability, insecurity, overwhelming sense of worthlessness, sometimes impulsivity, and impaired social relationships. And I'm going to talk about how that has an impact on one's financial life. If you're someone with BPD, I hope that this is helpful to you. If you know someone that has BPD, I hope that this can help illuminate why they may be having challenges in their financial life. One of the big challenges that presents itself in one's financial life if they have BPD is financial instability. Not everyone that has BPD will have financial instability. Their financial life, their career may be the one area that they have a super tight control over and they don't have financial instability issues. But oftentimes, if they're drawn to my work over at Money and Mimosas and they have BPD, typically they are coming because they have financial instability. And instability means that they have inconsistent income. So they could be someone that jumps from job to job. They aren't able to stick with one job. They get bored easily. If they are an entrepreneur, say a health coach, they'll jump from business idea to business idea, project to project. I see this and I bring up health coach because I see a lot of folks that are drawn to money and mimosas are in the health and wellness space. And in their coaching, if they're a coach, they'll have a coaching practice where for 1 year, they'll focus on one aspect, say it's nutrition coaching, and then the following year they'll jump to something completely different, say astrology coaching. And there is this instability because they can't stick to one idea and therefore they have inconsistent income. And because of the inability to stick to an idea for an extended period of time, they will experience financial instability. The second impact is a lack of financial fulfillment. This I see when an individual, even if they attain a level of financial success or they reach a financial goal, they are not as happy as they thought they would be when they set that goal. They thought that if they reach six figures in their business, or they reached their savings goal, or they were able to purchase their first investment property, that they would have this feeling of joy and peace and excitement, elation, and it's just not there. There is an emptiness, a lack of fulfillment that's often seen when I see folks that have BPD and we're looking at their financial life. Oftentimes, the reason for this is because when they set that goal, they didn't attach it to a feeling. They weren't clear on the feeling that they thought that this reaching this financial goal would give them. And once you get clear on the feeling, the work is around uncovering that feeling, incorporating that feeling before you reach the financial goal. And I'll do a whole other video on that. But the lack of financial fulfillment is a part of the impact of BPD on one's financial life. A third impact is self-doubt. This is directly related to the feelings of worthlessness. One of the big reasons why Money and Mimosas I incorporate information around net worth and self-worth is because boosting one's self-esteem is a big part of feeling financial fulfillment, financial joy, financial peace. And when you don't feel worthy, when you lack self-esteem, that's when self-doubt creeps in. And the self-doubt can discourage an individual from going out on a limb, from pressing publish on that blog, or from going for that job, or for speaking up in a meeting or in a situation, sharing their ideas with confidence. And all of that has an impact, as you can imagine, on one's financial life. And so the self doubt is an impact of borderline personality disorder on one's financial life. Another impact of BPD on one's financial life is a lack of clarity and lack of focus in their career, in their business. And this is related to financial instability. When one has a lack of clarity or focus, they tend to jump from idea to idea, project to project, which can cause financial instability. If they aren't jumping from idea to idea, if they are sticking through with one concept or one business, this lack of clarity and focus can show up when they just don't know the next step to take and they get stuck in analysis paralysis where they have all these ideas but they don't know the very next step to take, so they don't do anything. And that is an impact of BPD on your financial life. And then the final impact of BPD is money envy. This is where the individual cannot be happy for someone else's financial success. In fact, they're envious of it. And envy is different from jealousy, where jealousy, you see what someone else has and that motivates you to go after it as well because you also want that. Envy is where you see what someone else has and you don't want them to have it at all. It doesn't motivate you to do the work to go get it for yourself. You just don't want the other person to have it. And money envy does have an impact on your social relationships. If you have a friend that is doing well financially, is feeling financially fulfilled, financial joy, financial peace, that money envy, that's when the money envy can start to show up. And as you can imagine, that does erode the relationship. There's a lot of work to be done around healing your relationship with money if you have BPD. And one of the ways is bringing mindfulness to your relationship with money. Sitting down, having a weekly money date where you look at your finances, and also think about the feelings that you want to experience. And that is today's video. If you'd like more information, more tips like this, I invite you to head on over to moneymimosas.com and check out my paid membership program, Money Makers, where I go through more tips like this. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.